and again, congratulations to all the chambers bringing us all together. This is how things happen. We're kind of, sometimes we think that with technology that we can just Facebook each other, but it still is real people talking to real people. So this is awesome. My name is Benjamin Leavenworth. I'm the Honorary Consul of Chile. Chile's had a diplomatic representation in this region for now over 25 years. And this relationship for Chile has been profound. It generates hundreds of thousands of jobs for us in Chile and billions of dollars of revenue. And it goes back, in the end, to being real people creating real jobs. I would like to acknowledge my colleagues from the Consular Corps. The Consular Corps Association of Philadelphia is the oldest in the nation. And my colleagues are tireless workers. They bring their country's interests here to our region, and then they work together to create opportunity.
Working with the members of the international trade world is a great honor and a great privilege for all of us in Delaware. And it's because Governor Markell has set that tone. Delaware is a can-do state because we have a can-do governor. It's really that simple, and it's not more complicated than that. I want you to know how important international trade is to this state. This event generally does not have a lot of members of our General Assembly. The fact that you see 10 members of our General Assembly, senators, representatives here, it denotes how important international trade is to the state of Delaware. They realize, as we all do, that this world is getting smaller. And because of that, we need to be more responsive than we've ever been. And they allow us, the General Assembly of the state of Delaware, they allow us under the governor's leadership to reach out to you and work with you on a daily basis. I will honestly say that nobody sees trade more importantly than the cabinet of Governor Markell.
On behalf of Royal Pest Solutions, RPS, by the way, we also do business as Royal Fumigation. I'd like to add my welcome to all of you for attending the 2014 International Business Networking Reception. Royal is delighted to once again be a presenting sponsor of this remarkable event. We value the strong commercial and trade connections that the state of Delaware has with many countries around the world, and we recognize the role of all of the organizations here tonight in building and maintaining those connections. Many of you tonight have dealt directly with Governor Markell or his administration, and you know, perhaps better than I, how instrumental the governor has been in attracting more foreign direct investment in Delaware, bringing trade in through the ports on the Delaware River, and continually improving the business and living conditions in the region.
But for all of you who are especially interested in international trade, we have an incredible story to tell. And it's a story that certainly has a lot to do. Half of the story has to do with the fact that we are the premier place in the world for businesses to incorporate. And when we travel, when we go to Chile to strike deals with the growers and the exporters in Chile, we also meet with the lawyers and the venture capitalists, because when businesses from around the world decide that they want to incorporate in the United States, there's absolutely no reason for them to incorporate anywhere other than Delaware, because we are the place for incorporation. And we hope that you will remember that and tell your colleagues from around the world. But we also are just incredibly committed to growing our foreign direct investment, our exports, and the use of the port. And you should know we get a chance as governors, we get a chance once a year at least to sit down with the president. And last year when I was the chair of the National Governors Association, and the president turned to me to ask the first question amongst all the governors. Hopefully you will be pleased to know that my question was a two-part question, and the first part was, Mr. President, we hope you will continue to support the STEP program, the State Trade Export Promotion Program, because it's so important in terms of helping small businesses in the United States export more all around the world. And the second part was the continued support of the Select USA, the Foreign Direct Investment Program. Because when we think about our obligation to do everything we can to support businesses being more and more successful in Delaware and across the region, we know that some of the most important and some of the lowest hanging fruit is for them to participate in economies that are growing faster than our own. And the fact is, around the world, including in many of the countries that are represented here tonight by the chambers, you've got some economies that are growing well, and we want there to be an incredible partnership between Delaware exporters and your companies, and for that matter, between investors in your companies and us here in the state of Delaware. And of course, so many of you are connected to the port. And we could not be more proud of our team at the port, and we could not be more grateful to our customers at the port. And we know it all starts with the customers. And this is a conversation that we have all the time with the port leadership. It's a conversation we have with the members of the General Assembly. We love the port. We love the port because it's a source of high-paying jobs. It's great for our region. But we also know that we're not entitled to those jobs just because we wake up every day. We have to earn those jobs every single day when we provide great service. And so when I took the trip to Chile 2.5 years ago, that Benjamin did a great job in leading on behalf of Alan and me, and we got to meet the growers there in Santiago, and they told us how pleased they were with the port's, not just the port's leadership, but with the people who work at the port. It's exactly what we wanted to hear. And so now 55% of the fruit coming in from Chile, particularly at this time of year when there's not a lot of domestic fruit available, 55% of it is coming into ports in the Delaware River. And we have in Delaware, in Wilmington, the biggest on-site cold storage facility for fruit in the country. That port is incredibly important to our state, which means all of you who are associated in one way or another, whether it's as customers, whether it's as partners, whether it's vendors, we so much appreciate our opportunity to work with all of them. And our message, is particularly for those of you who are not from Delaware and you go home to your higher tax state tonight to go play, is we want you to remember how committed we are to a successful collaboration and partnership with all of you. We know that on behalf of our employees, on behalf of our taxpayers, we're a better state because of global trade.